Then, as the days dwindle, the fires will be lit, and she will use the ledges and roofs and the gaps in the walls, or only move at night to the kitchen and back. She will sleep and shiver through the long snows. This is the way the year turns. For no reason, she steps further into the hall. Moonlight spills up her ankles. She will not enter the space between the benches, but she stands on the edge of it. There is a line of silver framing the bare rectangle, like a runnel of mercury between the stones. She raises one foot, but she is only testing herself. She already knows she will not cross it. Someone else would. Someone else would step forward with an opening gambit, ready, bow to the empty benches. But she is the rat, and she wouldn't know a gambit from a claw mark on the wall. All she knows about this place is that it isn't hers. To the rat, the silver line is a wire, the space a trap waiting to snap shut on her. It is so alien it makes her scalp crawl. The silence stretches. There's no wind outside, but suddenly there's a gasp and a whisper in the chimney, a half-beat of indistinct noise like fabric tearing. The rat whips round, poised to run. Something drops into the hearth, flapping and scratching. A dry knot of feathers moving, talons scrape on the stone. The small sounds echo, magnified by the stillness. An inhuman voice calls to her, fierce and plangent. For a moment, she stays where she is, frozen. Then she takes a step towards the hearth, so slowly she feels every joint in her foot where it meets the floor. An eagle owl on the hearthstone. It is small, not a chick, but a fledgling, still blurred around the edges with the last of its down. But the fierce eyes stare at her, unblinking. Its head bobs and it calls again, a rising, hopeless note like a question. The wings open into an awkward, lopsided spread of feathers. It hops and folds back into itself. A line of moonlight falls across its back, so bright the rat can see the ghost of brown and cream in its plumage, the fiery glint in its eye. It tries again to fly. The same painful flutter, the same sharp, flinching defeat. She watches. It tries again and again. It quavers a long note, louder now. Echoes hum in the walls, on the edge of audibility. She imagines the nest it came from, bare stone at the top of a tower or a buttress, high and out of reach. Somewhere there will be a mother owl. Until now, the fledgling has been safe. Until now, it has been fed and watched over. It goes on calling, as if someone will help. Every time it tries to stretch its wings, she feels a prickle in her chest. The clock strikes on the far side of the courtyard, a pure single note. She crosses to the hearth, and the fledgling baits. She pauses until it calms again. She glances at the strong claws as they clutch and clutch on the hearthstone. She waits until she is ready. Then she crouches and reaches out, quick as a blink, and both hands grasp slippery, soft feathers with thin, light bones beneath. She adjusts her grip and twists. There is a snap. The rat is alone again. She stands up. She drops the fledgling. Some instinct, deeper than logic, makes her expect a noise like breaking glass. But whatever sound it makes as it hits the floor is drowned out by the rush of blood in her ears. She doesn't kill things very often. It has made her pulse rise into a drumbeat, a booming stutter in her head that won't slow down. She uncurls her hands. Somehow there is blood on them. A scratch across her knuckles starts to sting. At one end, where it's deepest, a dark bead swells, overflows, and runs down her wrist. She puts her hand to her mouth and sucks at the broken skin, tasting iron. Her heartbeat trembles in her bones as if they're hollow. There are footsteps.